Hi folks. Most prepper talk regarding water purification involves pre-made filters or homemade filters, water purification tablets, or boiling. Mentally, preppers envision a babbling brook in the forest that they're just going to go ahead and boil it just in case. The reality is most of the world does not have access to good water. You've heard this on TV, but do you really know what this means, what this entails in day-to-day life? What this means is that people in most of the world, for every day of their entire life, are drinking water that's contaminated with fecal matter. I understand what this means and how it impacts, as I've lived in a third world environment for a decade, had parasites twice, and endured it all. In an organization of about 500 people, I've seen absenteeism run as high as 20% in some critical summer months due to outbreaks of diarrhea or cholera, with a great deal of my folks' grandparents or infants dying from these outbreaks. In a WROL situation, you're going to witness the largest migration of people in the history of mankind, along with the largest breakdown of infrastructure and epidemics occurring. Majority of those epidemics will be directly related to the breakdown in the water supply. In an ideal world, you're going to be sitting in your rural retreat with access to good water and a means to purify it, but that's not what I'm going to discuss today. Today I want to tell you about solar water disinfection. This directly applies to those in an urban environment, an arid environment, or those who are on the move. Solar disinfection is a method promoted by the World Health Organization and the Center for Disease Control in Atlanta for disinfecting water without use of fuel or filters. Notice that I specifically said disinfection, not purification. This technique will not remove chemicals or heavy metals from the water, only bacteria. The technique is very easy. Put the clearest water that you can find into a plastic water bottle. You can filter sediment out with a handkerchief if needs be. Place the bottle in full sunlight, such as on a rooftop, or even bungee to the top of your pack if you're on the move, for 8 hours. The water is then safe to drink. Some sources recommend shaking the bottle every few hours, and others recommend painting the bottle split down the middle, painting the outside black. This method kills 98% of the bacteria within the water. I added this information to my training program overseas and saw a 17% reduction in absenteeism during those critical months. Anyone in HR will tell you that that's a dramatic change. More importantly than that, infant and elderly deaths amongst employee families dropped to 0. So it does work. Put this information in your mental arsenal. Stay safe.